here in the streets. And what organization are you part of? Are you part of Antifa?
Yeah, Antifa.
The streets of Paris are literally on fire. Police have moved in. Today I'm here in France. Right now we have hundreds of thousands of people set to hit the streets of Paris all across France today. There's said to be around 800,000 protesters. You see the cops right here in all of their riot gear. They have gas masks, their riot shields, everything else you would need to fight against the protesters. Today is set to be a
Welcome to Pegasus versus the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel.
City boy! City boy!
All right, you guys. Let me try to get these levels right. Man, this has been crazy. It's funny because I've heard, first and foremost, YouTube. I am watching this on Nick Shirley's channel on YouTube. This is being played. You can see from the screen. This is being played from YouTube. I did not re-upload it. I'm literally watching it from this channel. So hopefully that mitigates any, potential blah, blah. If you guys didn't catch my last video, if I'm just being honest, I don't know if I'm being tested right now or what's going on. This might be one of my last political videos or, because I actually have fun doing the movie reactions and reacting to comedy and stuff like this. But I try to throw trending topics in the mix. But if you didn't know, you guys, I got a community guidelines warning. Next is a strike on this channel for reacting to something on their platform, right? They're saying that there's something harmful in the video that's on their platform that I watched. And so I got hit for it, right? And they didn't take the original video down. It's still on YouTube. So for some reason, when I watched it and commentated on the video that's on YouTube, my channel got the warning, and then the next escalation is a strike, which is really interesting because I'm not like crazy on here. I'm not extreme. I'm not radical. I just talk, right? And that's pretty obvious. And the other thing is they have other things they could do. They could have, age restricted it. They could have said, hey, we took this down because of this and not given a warning. And there's a bunch of things YouTube typically does. But I've been following the Charlie Kirk stuff pretty closely, and I don't know if it's just coincidental that happened during that time or not. But for me, it's not worth being in getting all this drama on YouTube for just covering, things that are going on globally. Like I was just thinking the Nick Shirley video I reacted to where he was in the UK. I could see there being an infraction there because they interviewed that Tommy Robinson guy, So I just don't know. Their guidelines aren't like sometimes they'll deem someone polarizing and then all of a sudden it's like you can't do an Alex Jones reaction on YouTube, but rules change and then they just start hunting for videos. It's kind of an interesting thing, which again, I'm not here to it's their platform. I'm not here to negate the rules. But long story short, just to be clear, we're watching this on YouTube, right? That's it. This might be one of my last coverages or for a while. Might take a little break from this type of content. We'll see. I don't know, man. I don't really know what to do in that scenario. And this is what I told you guys about with the whole cancel culture stuff. They find a way to get everyone and then, people tap dance and, I don't know. It is what it is. We'll see where this all goes. Paris has fallen. I guess they're having riots in Paris. And I thought this was interesting. I didn't even know. Like I knew there was there's uncertainty everywhere right now, I believe. There's uncertainty everywhere. And it seems like the political landscape is very similar in the Western world. People are having riots or uprisings because of certain things. And it just seems like the left-right paradigm in America, what I know of the left-right paradigm, the same things are happening in like the UK, in France. I think, no, I don't know if it's Nepal. There's just a bunch of stuff going on in the world, So it's important to pay attention and then also, question why some of this chaos is brewing and what's going on exactly. But I'm going to play some of this. You guys can watch the full video on Nick Shirley's channel. I'm gonna skip around. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. If anything like gets there's an escalation on here, I'll probably have to tap out because it's just like obvious something's going on my channel where now I'm on eggshells, right? And it's interesting because there were no issues on my channel when I was reacting to comedy, you know, doing music reactions, and even just covering like Fox News, you know, videos. It's when I started, honestly, it's when I started watching Asmongold. Gold. That's the video that got hit, you know? So I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't want to read too into it and get all like conspiracy brain because it could just be nothing. It could just be like, hey, there's an infraction there. And, you know, but I did talk to, anyways, I'm rambling. God's testing your boy, man. Last night, my little baby, man, she got super sick, throwing up. And then she started, you know, having very irregular stools, let's just say. We had to take her to the ER, and it's just, I had to stay with the eldest, and my wife had to take her to the ER. It's just been a long couple of days. And tonight, I'm recording this the night I have a concert in Denver, so you guys know how dedicated I am to the grind. But anyways, let's check this out. Again, if you're not there, like if I'm not there, I just watch. I always have a grain, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Let's go.
Unrest here in the streets. And what organization are you part of? Are you part of Antifa?
Yeah, Antifa.
The streets of Paris are literally on fire. Police have moved in. Today I'm here in France. Right now we have hundreds of thousands of people set to hit the streets of Paris all across France today. There's said to be around 800,000 protesters. You see the cops right here in all of their riot gear. They have gas masks, their riot shields, everything else you would need to fight against the protesters. Today is set to be a day of chaos. Paris is erupting and the whole entire world's gone mad. We've had protests in Nepal, in Britain, and in the United States. You have the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Everywhere across the world, people are upset, and out here in Paris, they're showing up in the masses.
This kid is brave. You know, he just goes into the mix of things and just kind of covers it. And the interesting thing is he's not promised a job. Like, he's doing legit journalism. People are following him, and right now he's making money off YouTube doing this. But this is, you know, it's interesting how YouTube works. We saw how it worked in 2020. It just takes some minor infractions and everything can just crumble. So the fact that he's really going out here and covering this stuff, you know, shout out to him. It actually makes me feel kind of like a wuss in the sense where I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm be covering this stuff, y'all. But if I'm being honest, I'm not a journalist. I'm just a random dude on YouTube, a rapper that just chills and has conversations with people, you know? I'm not really that politically strong. I do find more interest in politics these days as I've gotten older and I've paid more in taxes, but that's about the gist of it. I'm not like that passionate about politics, right? Like, I'm just like, yo, it just is what it is. You know, it's good to know certain things and keep learning and developing. So that's why I'm just like, dude, my whole stance is YouTube, leave me alone. That's my whole stance. You know what I'm saying? But again, this young, like, you could see in his face, I don't know, he's just been traveling. Like, he's just, you know, he was just in the UK, now he's in France. I feel like you can see that he's a little tired in his eyes, you know. You could probably see it in my eyes too, but we're a different type of tired. Mine's dad life, and he's out there really in the trenches checking stuff out. So this is wild stuff, you guys. There's a lot of people out
here
there.
in France, some of the reasons why they are protesting is because the instability here, especially as they are in such a large deficit, trillions of dollars in debt. They just raised the retirement age from 62 to 65, and in the past 2 years alone, they have had 5 different prime ministers. That just shows how unstable the country of France is right now. And what do you hope to accomplish today in this protest?
I hope that the people of the world today can see that if you show up in mass, the authorities fear you. You run the government, especially in a republic like this.
And is Macron destroying France?
He's part of the problem, but he's like Donald Trump. He's not the disease, he's a symptom.
And why are you out here today?
Because we are angry. We want more rights for the workers. We want more social justice because the rich man doesn't pay enough tax.
And is President Macron a left or a right?
Right. Very right.
And is his wife a boy or?
Oh Lord, we ain't getting into this. We ain't getting into this part. I'm not doing this. not. Oh man, not after all the nonsense I'm going through. I'll be damned if I get taken out of the YouTube sphere because people care about Macron's wife. Like that shit. I'm gonna just keep it real. That shit is so corny to me. I don't care. It's weird. It's super strange. I've seen all the stuff about that. Got it. I don't care. It's like, yo, like what I liked hearing is like, yo, and not liked like, oh, I like to hear like what are the people really feeling? And they're like, yo, it's really the instability here, this, that, and the other. And this is things you hear. So I don't know if this is a left-leaning protest. Typically, left-leaning topics have been tax the rich, eat the rich, this, that, and the other. Right-leaning topics are typically more immigration-driven and resources going to immigration versus, the people. So these are things people are talking about just in general across the board. But the last thing I care about is Macron and his wife, and that's just silliness to me. I'm just keeping it a buck, y'all. Just that. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? You know what I'm saying? Like the world is super weird and strange, and yeah, that's some, But I'm just not here to dive into that stuff.
The people over here, you have thousands of people over here, and this is just the start of the protest. It has just begun. And it's estimated for these protests today in France, over 80,000 police officers will be deployed across the country. Right here, you just have a small little group of them, but this is like this all throughout France today, around 80,000 troops of policemen. And just last week, these same protesters took to the streets and they took over this statue right here. You can see all the graffiti.
Imagine putting graffiti on some of the most beautiful architecture in the world still. Europe has some of the greatest architecture. It's super crazy. But imagine that. That's just wild stuff.
From Britain to Nepal to the United States with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and here in one of the most popular destinations in the entire world, Paris, France. What do you guys think about your current government?
Our current government, well, it's trash. We vote in June 2024 for a leftist government, and it's been 1 year and a half that we still have Republicans, and we still have to demonstrate outside every.
So you kind of see where things are going. It's still the right-left paradigm, even in France. I didn't even know it was the same type of politics. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like it's very similar to America. And I've been to France. I remember that was actually the only place I felt uncomfortable, if I'm being honest. When I went to France, I just felt like I was out there doing concerts with an artist named All Flows Reach Out, Afro. And I just felt like maybe it's because we're foreigners. I don't think it was race related. They just were really nose up and smug to us. Then when we went to the concert, all the kids loved us because we were on stage. Like it was cool. But this being out in France, I didn't get good vibes. Also, so the moment we went to France, they started driving like Americans. I think the best drivers in the world, or the best like highways in the world, is Germany. So like when you're driving in places like Germany, everyone's on the right, they're driving properly. You get to France and you're like, what the it was just like, it's less like America. People driving slow in the left lane and just people, it was just funny, man. It's just funny how that works. But all right, I'm gonna leave this here, man. I don't know. I might put this up. I don't think there's anything crazy in here, so we should be good. I think today I just got kind of hit kind of hard. Yesterday, woke up to that community guidelines warning, and they're talking about the escalation as a strike next. And, dealing with my other channel, there's some algorithmic things going on YouTube. So my main channel's I've been having to deal with that. And then my little daughter getting sick, and then me having a concert today. And then with my daughter being sick, I have all these people in town for the concert, and we're supposed to shoot reactions and content and make music the next couple of days. Just a lot going on. I feel like I got hit with a brick. but I still try to show up and do what I do. So yeah, man, Paris has fallen, I guess. I don't know. That might be a little dramatic, but it looks like everywhere has been taking a toll with its politics. So I don't know, man. I need a rejuvenation smoothie or something. Politics is just I don't know, man. People are going to be wild. That's the other thing. Like when you start building something for yourself, it always seems like it's people who don't really have anything to lose that kind of go out and wild out. And it's very hard. Like when, like for example, you get to my age, you're middle age, you finally worked hard enough to have a little something for yourself. And then it's just like, I don't know. It just, you see other people so unhappy and not where they want to go. And you want people to be successful. You know, that just brings a better community overall. And you focused on yourself so long and you're finally kind of getting a little traction. And then you're just like, sometimes I'm like, what is this all for, man? These MFers, man. It just seems like everyone, like, you know, the concept in America, I don't know, man. I'm going to just tap out, man. Cause I'm a rapper, dog. Like all you see is rappers stunt, people balling out, all this stuff. And I don't even really want that. I just want to be able to cover, you know, healthcare, have some nice things for my family and be able to hand some stuff down to my children when it's my time to go. I'm not really tripping on stunting like that anymore, you know? But I remember when America was like, hey, this is cool. Like you could reach these type of things and this was dope. And I just feel like now you reach success and people look down on you. They're like, oh, get him. He succeeded and we didn't. Tear them down. And I just feel like that's problematic and it's super dangerous. But I just don't know how to address it because I see that growing and growing in the hearts and minds of at least Americans. It just seems like everyone is, you know, I wouldn't say jealous. I just feel like they feel like the barrier entries are so high for them. So when they see people break those barriers, that I don't know, there's some type of animosity and flame burning within them. And I don't even know how to address that because I'm like, my goal has always been abundance mindset. Get yours. Get it while the getting's good. Do your thing. Be successful. You know, that's a great thing. But it seems like when that happens, people want to take that from you. So I don't know. Anyways, let me know what I got, what I missed. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll holler.
City boy, city boy.